welcome. This is Mind Over Number with your Coach Caronda, intuitive and numerologist, getting ready for a new Moon in Virgo reading. Alright, so every month for the month is an honorary Virgo, of course, but if you are a Virgo, of course, this season is very special to you. With this new moon energy, this is the time where we are all manifesting what it is that we want going forward for the next 28 days or so of the lunar cycle. So with this new moon in Virgo, there is a bunch of busyness in the energy and underlying energy of anxiety, which people have probably already felt the beginning of September. Whenever the seasons change their course, that can bring on a lot of anxiety. But Virgo itself is an energy that is very detail oriented. It is also an overthinker. So it's all about the details. We can become pushed to be very analytical at this time. And so with this restlessness and energy, having a lot of projects to do could help propel yourself forward by setting those intentions. Now, Mercury has now or will be getting out of its shadow period that we went through for pretty much all of August. So any communications that were blocked or troubles with technology will become very clear in the up and coming days. For this Virgo new moon, this will be a great time to reflect on what it is that you have manifested over the past month and what you want to bring forward over the next season or even the next 6 months cycle, as we are heading into fall, soon will be winter, and then a whole new year. So if we are trying to start new projects or new ideas, it's a great time to write it all down and push it all forward and take action on everything that it is that we intended to do over the past summer. If you have children, of course, this is the time of year for school starts. If you have ever been a child, this is the time of year that school starts. So a lot of freshness, a lot of new is in the energy. So going through these cycles and changes. Okay, we're still in Mercury's shadow. Will create anxiety and could cause you to be a little bit in your head. So get a good head start by setting a routine. Getting into a rhythm so that nothing can knock you off course. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give thanks to my Divine Mother, Father, God for helping me interpret all these messages in the way they are meant to be received. And any negatively oriented beings or entities trying me at this time, nope, not welcome. Not at all. You got to go. See you later. All in the name of the one infinite creator. I'm going to get one oracle card from the Wisdom of the Wild Things to see what the collective message is for this new moon in Virgo. Well, those two wanted to fly out, but only one flipped over on the table. Right? Gotta be clear. And that card was Mind That Monkey. Of course, is all about thinking, being in your mind. We also be 27 on the card, which reduces down to a 9. And 9 is the energy all about higher learning, taking everything you have experienced in order to share it with others. The 7, working with the 2, is about seeking knowledge and clarity in order to collaborate and balance out our mind. So let's see here what the book has to say about minding the monkey. The monkey mind is the part of your psyche that can turn your enthusiasm and bravery upside down. He is the trickster that chants words of not enoughness in your ears. He says your gifts and talents will never be enough. Your ideas and plans are a waste of time. You won't amount to anything. If you dare to act on your bravest dreams, he is the one accusing you of being a fraud, an imposter. Like an intimidating parent or a disapproving teacher, all he has to do is cast a glance at your creative spark and you shrink, convinced you'll never be enough. So you hide your gifts, or worse, refuse to develop them. Suffer his tricks too long, and your creativity drowns in doubt. You're being invited right now to question your thoughts and search for monkey mind in their midst. Are you listening to thoughts that match your true sparkly nature, or ones that pull your sparkle down into the depths of lostness? Only you can choose whom to listen to. So, mind that monkey. This is that trickster spirit that fuels all our fears, right? Tries to tell you that you're not good enough, you shouldn't be doing that, don't take that chance, don't take that opportunity, it's a waste of time, don't send that message, don't take that action, feed into the fears. Let's not do that, okay? Because fear is the opposite of love. So if you're feeding into your fears, you are not being loved. You're not being your most authentic self. You are allowing other people, places, and things to make you feel less than what you know you are. Don't do that. Mind that monkey is the collective message. So let's see. What is the energy for this new moon in Virgo? All right, so where is the collective energy at in the present moment? We have a 9 of Pentacles reverse. What is it that we need to leave behind at this time? Six of Wands. Interesting. How can the moon support us for the month? How is this moon going to support us for the month? We have a Knight of Pentacles. Now, what activities will help us at this time as we manifest? Well, why do my cards get stuck in this tree? Okay, I don't know if it's reverse or flat. So we're going to pretend that card doesn't exist. We have a Knight of Wands. I'll get it later. What energy what is the energy we need to call in for this new moon? King of Wands reversed. And the outcome here, okay, just one card, please and thank you. We are really anxious in this energy. Oh. We got a Knave of Pentacles. Now, let's get the Rebel deck. Help give confirmation. One card for the present energy. One card for what it is we need to leave behind. Wow, how is the moon helping us this month? What activities can we do at this time? And this energy. Oh my goodness. Another card just fell. Yeah, it fell for a reason. Okay. Moving on. Okay, what energy can we call in at this time for our new moon manifestations? Okay. You want to come up. And the outcome here. So, in our present energy, we have this Nine of Pentacles reverse. So, there's a little codependency in the current energy. You know, relying on other people, places, and things for our own happiness, our abundance, our prosperity. There's a bit of insecurity as well with this stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on whoever that is. We just need to stop and spend our time on situations and people that are worth it. Okay, don't waste it on ridiculousness like obsessing about who or what someone is spending their time with, because they're not spending it with you. It shouldn't matter, okay? You have better and more important things to do. Right? This is that obsessive thinking. This is that overanalyzing. This is looking too much into a situation instead of just accepting it for what it is. So there's a need to get our heads out of our behind. Okay? With this coming out, with this Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is all about victory, accomplishments, having a long, outstanding battle and competition with others. And we finally get some sort of recognition for what it is we've been through. And in order to do that, we have to get our heads out of our butts, because right now it's dark and he can't see a effing thing. And that's typically because we are being foolish, right? We're being a bit reckless. We're not seeing the brighter side of the situation because we're refusing to. When success is right there, when we stop worrying about what other people are doing, right? But to get from the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands, we got to let go of the struggle, the competition, the constant fighting, the conflicts, the focusing on what it is that you want independently and focus on the collective as a whole. Because once you work together, your success is always other people's success because we're all just trying to help each other here. It's about being service to others and not just service to oneself, because we are all one. And when we collectively understand that we are all only as strong as our weakest link, right? Once we extend that helping hand to others, we are only empowering ourselves. And so there's a need to, get our heads out of our butts. Okay, stop thinking the worst of situations. Stop projecting onto others of our own insecurities, of our own doubts, of our own lack mindset. Getting out of that codependent, energy to be more self-sufficient and sustaining of our own accord. Because if we are strengthened from within, that strengthens our outside world. And this new moon is pushing that stability with this Knight of Pentacles here. Right? This is a stable, solid, focused, determined knight. It may have taken a long time to get there, right? A lot of struggles, a lot of conflicts, a lot of lack mentality, but once that knight gets there, it's not going anywhere. This also speaks about, long-term commitments and success. Next to it, we have stop whining. No one wants to listen to that ish. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. And this new moon is pushing that energy for everyone to know that they have that inner strength to make the changes that they know are possible. We just got to let go of the recklessness, the foolishness, the instability that we feel about not having enough, not being enough, the scarcity, the poverty, the just ultimately relying on someone else to do what you have the power to do. And of course, when it comes to complaining, that's always us feeling like we're not capable of producing what it is that we are complaining about. And when we complain about anything, it's us not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, right? It's dark and you can't see a effing thing. Well, be the light. You have to be the change that you want to see. You are 100% responsible for you and your actions and your own reactions. So with this new moon energy, this will help us get out of that codependent programming, right? That dependency, that relying on other people, places, or things for our needs when we should be capable and are capable of giving those things to ourselves as adults, right? Because I'm not speaking to children. Even children have the capability of doing certain things on their own, right? So now with what activities that will help us out right now. We have a Knight of Wands. Plus, you need a big effing hug. Squeeze. And you know, sometimes you just need a hug, okay? To let go of that heaviness. If you don't want to talk about it, hug it out. The Knight of Wands is a very charming knight. It is a very passionate knight, right? The Knight of Wands moves very fast and quickly. This Knight of Wands energy is all about confidence, right? They have made their plans. They've gathered up everything they need. They've, surveyed the map and the road, and they've got it, and they're just going for it. So the activity of a Knight of Wands is someone who is confident in themselves and they just go for it. So make your plans, set your intentions, and just move is the energy. Move with passion, move with love. And how do you move with love? A hug is a movement of love, right? Just having open arms ready to be embraced is an action that tells you that you are being vulnerable and open to express yourself. And if you can't give words of encouragement, just the simple action of an embrace is what helps people feel confident enough to keep going forward despite of their circumstances. The energy that we can all call in. Well, we have this King of Wands reverse. Now you may think that is, being a bit abusing of our power or authority, right? That is the King of Wands energy. But we have this, step away from the crazy making diet for a second because kale and spirulina taste like behind, okay? So I feel like with this energy, it's not about abusing our power. It's letting go of our power, right? Letting go of that authority, letting go of that control that we may have or feel we need to have. Because all things are meant to be experienced in moderation. If you get too crazy in a diet, that is more harmful to your body than it is good. And so eating things, a bit sweet, like candy, cupcakes, chocolate, having a shot every once in a while, These are things that just uplift our mood. And in order to let go of our control and be willing to express ourselves in a loving, vulnerable, independent way, we have to be able to let our guard down and be willing to, go within and not necessarily go outside of ourselves for that comfort, but be able to express ourselves in a balanced way. And the outcome of taking these steps, we have this Page of Pentacles. And the other side of this card is, well, if you're waiting for a sign to do something, here it is. What are you waiting for? Get that ish done, because it's not going to do itself. The Knave of Pentacles. This is all about study. This is all about learning. This is good news. This is opportunities coming towards you. This is messages. This is manifestations. This is not just a new start, but this is learning in order to maintain that new start. And so as we're learning and growing and developing ourselves independently and understanding that we don't have to do anything crazy, start drinking green smoothies and going on a vegan vegetarian diet and, the things like this, when all we really need to do is be willing to open ourselves to change and not waste our time on energy on situations that make us feel drained or inauthentic or not capable of us being ourselves. And stop waiting for the opportunity to come around, because we create those opportunities every time we take an action, have a thought, and make a move. So with this new moon in Virgo, I'm getting there is a energy being pushed to have more stable or long-term success here after going through situations where we were looking for fulfillment from others when we collectively must be fulfilled within ourselves before anything. All right. So be careful of what thoughts you decide to feed, as we have Mind That Monkey for the collective message. And this is the message I have for you with this new moon in Virgo energy. If that resonated with you, wonderful. If it did not, I apologize. But thank you for joining me, and I love you.